Hey guys, so I wanted to show you guys the iRig HD2 that I got. It comes with an Ampli 4 application that I thought was pretty cool. It also works with GarageBand. So essentially what this is that you take the guitar signal. So right here we have the guitar signal coming out. So play the guitar and it actually goes into the iRig. And then what you have is you can change the gain of the signal coming in and you can change the volume of the signal going out. And I'll talk about the outputs next. You have the option of using the effects from your application on your output or just have a clean throughput. So coming straight in from the guitar out to your amp, it'll be a clean signal. And you could put it, depending on where you want to put your pedals or your effects. So essentially for the output, it's always going to output through the this wire or through this USB, I think C or something or whatever signal, that's actually universal. And then they gave you two cables. This one goes out to a lightning cable, so it can go onto an iPad. And then they gave another one that you can plug in, same a universal connection to go from here, and you can go out to your computer or Mac product. So to complete the loop, here's my amp. I'm plugged into my amp over here, and this is going to be my output. So in summary, have coming in from the guitar into the rig, sending signal out and letting it being processed by the computer, laptop, iPad, whatever it happens to be. Oh, you also have an iPhone. You have headphones. If you just want to listen to the headphones, you don't want to plug in, you can just have this be your output, not the amp. You have volume for your output with your headphones. You have volume for your headphones or your amp, whichever it is. And you have the opportunity to let the effects that you set on your app to go through this and out the amp or out the headphones, or you can have it off as a clean signal coming out. And then of course, I don't really understand exactly how it all works. It just sounds noisier when the gain's up or down. Okay, so just kind of the overview of setting it up. I'm going to show GarageBand. You can see here that I have GarageBand on my iPad, and I also downloaded the Amplitude that came with the iRig HD. It was a license that came with that. It's pretty cool. I'll go through that next. But what I have here is the GarageBand. So I think you can power it through the USB port. So you have to make sure that whatever whatever product you go into, your phone or your iPad, it needs to make sure you have that. That it can do power. So I'm going to go ahead and open up GarageBand and just kind of show you what I've been messing around with. So just creating a random song, you can open up the audio recorder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in, and then I'm just going to put it in audio recorder input. And you can see that the light, the blue light comes on there, and I go into instrument, and it should all be there. So I need to do the monitor on because that'll be sending out the signal. So the iRig is essentially going to take the signal from the guitar, process it through GarageBand, and then GarageBand is going to send the monitor out to the amp, just so I can hear myself. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the system and go ahead and get the guitar here. So again, guitar, rig, iRig, and then into GarageBand, and then the sound comes out. So it doesn't matter. So that's without recording. So then if I want to record something, I can then go right here, and I'll take the metronome off. I'll set this to automatic. Oop. right, so it's on automatic, so I can just record forever. And then when I want to start recording, just hit record, it'll count me in, and then I can do my whatever. So and then when I'm done, go ahead and stop recording, and then it plays it. And it'll even play it through amps. So I'm not playing right now. And it's so fantastic. Okay, and I'll show you amplitude next. Yeah. All right, now I'm just going to show you the amplitude application, which I thought was kind of cool. So opening it up, it's kind of neat. Like, it took a little while to kind of figure it out, but the idea is that you have a virtual amp right here, and you can control the volume and bass, just like you would be able to turn all the levers. You can turn it off, you can turn it on. It even offers a pedal, a stomp pedal, so you can do multiple pedals if you wanted to. So right now I'm plugged in, and it's the same kind of thing as GarageBand, in through the guitar, out to the amp. I'm doing the FX, I'm not doing clean, and it gave me a lot of feedback when I initially did it. So depending on the settings, you kind of have to tweak the settings. This is the other cool thing, is that you can choose like what kind of cabinet you have coming out. So you can choose, you know, like this is what came with it, but you know, having all of these different things here changes that. I don't know that it necessarily, I don't know what it changes. Maybe it's a little bit bigger. But anyway, the cool thing here is that on your phone it has a little cassette. On your iPad it has the reel-to-reel looking thing, and on your computer it has something even different. You can actually have this, so you can use your tuner. So it has the tuner on it. Go ahead and shut that off. So as far as recording goes, with this one, it's the same idea. So what you can do is you can lay down a track. So you can see it coming up there. So once I want to record, what I do is I have my FX there. Then I can press record, and as I'm playing, I can do that. I can also have a view of the tracks in the same way. And then we'll go ahead and pause it, go to the beginning. You can play with the inputs, obviously. So the cool thing with this is, what I was able to do is you can save this track, and it's already saved actually. Anyway, so you can create a new track. I didn't do that first, but I'll go ahead and save my new project there. So that's a new project. I'll record something. Ooh. And then I have that now saved in my project, so that I can edit this, go here, share it, and then I can just do file sharing, and it's basically completed. I think you have to do it as an AirDrop email thing, but anyway, it's in there now. So now if I wanted to play that track on GarageBand, if you don't, say you don't have a Mac product, you can go back to GarageBand, and then in your project you can then open up the product, or the it's called intra audio or intra app audio. And then what you can do is, then you can open up your amplitude, you can select your product or project, and then in here, if you want to record what you did on your track, you then hit record. Okay. So it counts me in on GarageBand, and then I can hit record. And then it'll record that track. Basically, it's copying the track over. Then I stop that, and then I can go over here, and oh, I should stop recording. And you can see that I then have the track recorded onto GarageBand to put it all together. So the cool thing is, now I have all the tracks put in so that I can then mix them all together. So one person does the bass, guitar, drums, and then you can kind of make everything kind of match in there for that. So that's it. Thanks.